Folks, welcome back to the Morocco channel. This is Worldwide Talent with a super guest that I have with me, a rising star, and actually a real star. I mean, by name and by action, from Morocco and worldwide sensation. She's been in the biz world for a minute, a lot of hits out there. And you know what? She's got a new hit that we're going to be discussing today. But not only that, her story is something unique, very impressive stuff. And I want to really stress that out, because a lot of people sometimes in their youth, they want to become stars themselves or have some ambition and a goal in their life, and we want to bring that to light to them. And our star today is going to give us that. And when I mean star, her name is Najma, and she goes with NAJ as her stage name. So NAJ, welcome to the show.
Hi, Hisham. How are you?
How you doing? And it is a true honor to have you, and a pleasure. We've had a couple of discussions before. I looked at your work. I mean, you and I were connected, a while back on social media, and you've been in the scene, and it's a very interesting journey, and the work you do, and especially being Moroccan and trying to be, literally worldwide and global sensation. And you are doing that. You've already hit quite a few numbers out there, and your music is very diverse, I would say, because you mix a little bit of Afrobeat, some modern, I mean, a little bit of everything. And so it's got a whole thing. Your videos are very vivid, live. You've done commercials that are like very, big. And you've had some interesting, for example, your last thing that, the project you worked on. And
OULALA OUNTALA.
OULALA, that's the one. La Vie En Rose, that's the one. But
it's like, it's a joy.
It is, but that's actually something unique, because I think you're the first artist that has actually recorded in Dakar, right? In Senegal, exactly. Right? So that's a pretty interesting, thing. So before we go on to that, if someone really haven't met you, and this is the first time they hear about you, let's talk about how you become, how you've started this whole journey of artistry, because you have a story that goes back to when you were 13, right? 13 or so. Yeah. So let's talk about your story, because I think everyone needs to hear that, because it's a lot of work.
I started to compose or writing very, very young, but I never sang like earlier, because I was like shy. It's hard to say that, but it wouldn't say, but and then after that, I learned myself, and I discovered like my voice. And then my example was Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey. And then it was not my own touch, but I'm trying to find myself and my voice, and I love to fuse different styles, like traditional and modernity, between cultures, with more energy and soul. It's very important for me. It's what makes my sound unique. That's NAJ little word, my signature. That's why I say, welcome to my little word. And it's more than a passion, because I think it's an evidence. It's what we say in English, right? That's where everything makes sense. Music is where I feel most alive. And it just became obvious. When I'm in the studio, from composing or writing top lines or create a new song, that's my element. That's where everything makes sense. I told you, and music is where I feel most alive.
So I'm listening to you, right? And you started way early on composing music. I mean, but yeah. I know you had these aspirations or inspirations, like you said, Whitney Houston,
Michael Jackson. No, I told you, yeah.
Michael Jackson. I mean, those are big, big phenomena. I mean, they're unique. I mean, I don't think there's going to be ever someone that's going to match them, right, in terms of their history and how well they did. But they were a true inspiration to a lot of people, and not only in music, I think in a lot of areas, but specifically in music. And I know, listen, being Moroccan back in the days, I grew up with Michael Jackson and Whitney Houston, so that was like, wow. I mean, I had the pleasure actually to see him in person, but it is when you're young, and it's like the culture is different. Again, we're talking about Morocco. It's something that was like exciting. I mean, and we're talking about Western music, and we have a culture and things like that. So it makes a difference. Now you there, you see these great, I guess, I don't know, icons of music, and then you want to do something about it, and you have a passion about it because that's really what you had. Now you composed music that was just for you. How did you get that music out originally? I mean, because the funny thing, you said you're shy, and by the way, it is not the
In
first time.
2000, it started in 2004. Officially, we signed with Sony Music, the music industry. I studied, of course. I went to school. I had a very beautiful experience with a big brand in jewelry couture. It's a very big luxury house, and I worked with a big designer. It was a very good experience, and music never leave me. Yeah, I mean, it's inside, and I'm always getting involved. When I was in my room, I was like, all my friends, well, they said like, "Yalla, we go to the cinema, and then we can go out." I said, "No, I will stay at my home, and then I'll start to write and compose top line." It was my weekend, when I was a child. Yeah, it's a part of me. It's very complicated to develop, but it's very. I think it's intimate.
It's personal. I mean, it's very
personal.
deep,
It's
right?
personal.
It's yours.
It's a feeling.
And by the way, yeah,
It's
we can
personal.
mix with French and Arabic. It's okay. So, it's all good. I know you're in France right now. I know your station and your main base really
I am
is Morocco.
growing up between France and Morocco gave me two different energies, and that completes each other, I guess. And from Morocco, I carry rhythm, emotion, and spirituality. From France, I learned structure, pop culture, and creative freedom. So I think the fusion became my identity. It's not just about where I come from, but about the connection. So that's also why I choose to shoot my last video in Dakar. It represents unity and a strong alliance Pan-African, I guess.
Well, it's a fact. I mean, first of all, thank you for sharing that because for our folks watching, listening, whether they're in the western part, around the world, in the U.S., France, or in Morocco, you have an actual flavor. I mean, it's a signature that is yours.
Yeah,
and it's a really unique
but
thing.
It's a big construction between when you're a child, and then you grew up, and then you find yourself. It's not short. I mean, it's a long way, to succeed, and then to find yourself, to find your way, and to find the signature. And then, yeah, it's time. I mean, it's not easy as well.
Well, nothing is easy, right? And frankly, I mean, life is all about challenges. It's hard, but you make it what it is. I mean, you take what
I make it great because I focus. When you focus on something, you can get it. That's how I try to tell to people. When you have a dream, you can get it. Just focus on it, and you can purchase it. Like you can have it.
But you were younger when you started. See, that's the thing. I mean, I get it when someone is mature, old, they have experience in life, they get all these concepts. But at a younger age, how did you manage to this is what I want. I do want to be in the music. I want to be a singer.
It's like I told you, it's abuse. Like it's evidence, like an evidence, abuse. Un don, c'est ça que don, don. How do you say in English? Don.
Like electricity.
شي حاجة اللي معتي يعني أنا نهضر معك بالدارجة اللي كيعتي لي معتي ليك شي حاجة اللي معتي ليك
يعني شي حاجة اللي أنتم يعني it's a gift. It's a gift.
Genius.
It's a gift. You have a gift. And it was there with you.
I never learned piano. I never go to the conservatory. I never learned music. I mean, of course at school, but it was so complex when I start to write and then get a top line. I was so it was so easy for me to compose, and when I start to work, I feel not sad, not but I say like I was in the subway in Paris. I was walking. I said, it's not me. And, you know, in the office, I was like working and blah blah blah. It's not me. You know what I mean? I don't recognize myself. I say, no, I did something more. Not about to shine or to be famous. It's not about that. It's about yourself. Like when you feel comfortable, what is your way? What is your destiny? You know, and because my mom called me Najma, I don't know, maybe it's like a predestiny. I don't know, maybe. And you can give love. You know, when I write a song, I know that when I sing, you can have a boot camps if I sing with my heart, and it's deeper. That's why you can like, I don't know, if someone is not good, you can send a good vibrations with your voice. You can talk, and if there is a vibrations, and it's about that. I mean, yeah.
You know, Naj, I'm listening to you, and what you're saying is true for a lot of people that have succeeded in life, in the artist, you know, world, or any other in success stories in general. Sometimes you're doing something, but you do find yourself that is not your element. You're not in your world really where you're meant to be.
Yeah.
It's like everybody has a destiny, and sometimes we get to discover that later.
You have to look forward. You have to look for something, and when you get these things, you say, okay, this is my way. This is my destiny. You know what I mean?
You've discovered that. You kind of knew that. I mean, it's funny you said my mom named me Nejma. Maybe it was there, but
yeah.
Sometimes there's no. I don't believe in coincidence. Things happen for whatever reason.
No, there's no coincidence. Never.
I'm Hurricane for a reason too. So you know, you and I we joked about Hurricane, but you know, there is a reason behind that.
I would say Miktub.
Mektub, there you
right.
go. Well, you know, they get kismet, you know, in English they say that, or kisma, or there's a lot of ways to say it, but really it's, you know, some people say, well, it's destiny and it's meant for you, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, you can dream of things, but if you don't take action, nothing's going to happen, right? That's what makes a difference. I mean, you not only kind of saw it, but you felt it. And you took the steps. I mean, you started composing early. You start recording
I jump in the other step. I say, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try. Even if I failed, it's not a failure for me. It's like, okay, I tried. Because when you regrets, it's like, it's so painful. It's like, if you don't do these things in your life, you can regret all your life. And this is this kind of feeling that I hate, like the regrets. And you have to do this. And if your mind tells you, go to these things, do it, make it better. Maybe it's my way. You know what I mean? So that's why.
Well, thank you for bringing that up, because, you know, I've done a lot of shows, you know, worldwide with experts. And one of the things that we talk about a lot is, especially with doctors, is people towards the end of life, when they were asked, there were surveys, they were asked, like, what is the thing, you know, that is common, right, with all these people? And it was regret, things that didn't do, like things they wanted to do, but they never got a chance to do. And that's the thing. Many of us, sometimes time goes by and they're like, well, I should have done this. I could have done that. And they never do. So again, it's a great point. And I love what you said about failure. And I love to always highlight these things, because in this world, I mean, people are
sometimes it's fear. Sometimes people they get
fear. Correct.
But you have to fight from this. And fear is not a good sentiment. I mean, it's not a good feeling. The fear, you have to manage. I mean, each people can handle it.
And not everybody.
It's like a wall. When you have this kind of feeling like fear, it's not good. Never. And I'm sure you can push yourself more and up.
True. And you know, it's funny because people have fear as part of their system. We all have that sense, right? Of you know, fight or flight, as they say. So the fear is something that's good in a way; it protects us, but sometimes it's an inhibitor. It stops us. It's a block, and people, they don't know how to get out of it, and because they're specifically fearing the failure, as you said. What is it if I failed? It's not a failure. I just learned and I at least tried.
It's an experience. Even if it could be an experience, you know, it's not about failure. But I guess we have to we have to live different experiences. Then you can grow up better in your mind. You can be able to do a lot of things, like, you know, touch the rock. You know what I mean? So it's important.
Well, you faced that. You conquered your fear. You did not stop at failure or think about failure. I think you used that as a fuel.
Yeah, you can use it, exactly. You can use it like you take your fear and then use it like a strength. You can transform it like a strength. You know,
and especially in your business,
and you can push yourself or not.
It is. Well, in your business is very big. I mean, people are always, you know, one of the most fears out there is public speaking, being in the public, and, you know, being out there. That's part of, you know, you have failure of like succeeding, you know, in something, or at least making an impact, making a name, but also like, you know, just being out there. I mean, you're in the public eye. I mean, you have a journey ahead of you. A lot of people will be like, I don't want to do this. This is too much. But, you know, that's what makes a difference. Like, you have a goal, you have an ambition, you have a vision, you have a gift, you explore it, and you go after it. You make it work.
Yeah, you just have to figure it out and try to find yourself, and then search and then see what's happened in life. Okay, if I don't do this, and then, you know, it's like a challenge, and I love challenge. I love challenging myself. I mean, that's why maybe I shoot it in Dakar, I shoot in Miami with myself. I'm a producer. I'm an auto producer myself. So I produce myself the truth. By the way, I shoot in Miami, in Orlando, in the Touch Club.
Nice. My old digs, my first home in the US.
And you know, the day of the shooting, I was like, I woke up earlier in the morning. I said, oh my goodness, why I'm here, what I'm doing. But it's good. I mean, it's a good feeling.
That's a natural feeling.
You feel more strong. Like when you did this, I said, wow, I shoot all day. I did this. I sang, I had fun with my dancers. I didn't forget any steps, you know, it was fun. And then, alhamdulillah, it was like, yeah, a good journey. It was a weekend with my stylist, I think my choreographer. Yeah, unforgettable.
Well, these are experiences also for you. I mean,
and American people, they know how to work very fast. You know, 10 o'clock wasn't, you know, a big guy, like a very big, very tall. He was like, okay, guys, 10 o'clock, 10 minutes. I was like, what?
It's time,
you know, my
time to get busy.
Was like, okay, don't worry about that. Please, slowly. It was funny.
Well, it is part of your experience.
Very good.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Well, you have those moments. You actually have recordings of those moments.
It's like a compose. I never said in my mind that I'm going to meet Timbaland. Timbaland is a good producer. He's a big producer. It's huge. I mean, like what? Mario Winan. I don't want to know. Da, da, da. It's a sample of Fuji's, you know. And I met those guys. I met those people, those famous people, and I say, wow, it's good. I was not like impressive because I'm a natural woman. I'm, how would you say, spontaneous?
Spontaneous, just,
spontaneous,
you know, yeah,
exactly.
Spontaneous, yeah.
That's why, and I challenge myself more than ever. I mean, I'm so proud because a lot of people, I met a lot of I worked in a lot of studios in the United States, Los Angeles, Miami, in Paris as well, of course, in Morocco now, in Dubai. Yeah, it's good.
All over the world, and that's why
You have to get international way. You have to. I mean, to leave your comfort zone. You have.
Well, it's a big point you're just making there. Comfort zone. Actually, all the experts today, the coaches, the mentors, they'll tell you one thing. You know, you got to conquer fear. You have to absorb and adapt. You know, the idea of failure.
To conquer the world.
To conquer the world, but also you have to get out of your comfort zone. You know, and I want to say
because
this. I mean, obviously,
money. You mean? You talk about money?
No, I'm talking in general. Comfort zone is like
comfort zone in general. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just comfortable. I don't want to do more. I can't do this. I want to.
A lot of people. You can born like that in that way. You mean? Oh, it's okay. I'm fine. I have my work, my job. I mean, full part job. You know, my children and my wife. I'm good. I'm good enough. But not for me. It's never. You know, it's never enough.
Well, it's never. And you know what? If you again look at all success stories, none of any one of those, if you ask them the question, or if you watch any videos or interviews with these people, you'll find the same thing. They have taken themselves out of the comfort zone, tested everything that is challenging. They took the challenges. They failed. They dropped. They fell down. They got up and they got it again and again and again until they get it right. And nothing stops them. And that's really what makes a difference. Again, for our audiences worldwide, specifically in Morocco, I think, especially the youth, it is an important message, folks. If you're watching this, you have to understand that nothing is easy in life. You have to work hard and you have to accept all these things. And you cannot be like, I want to be waking up when I want, do what I want, when I want, and expect things to be different. That's not going to happen. You got to, like you said, I mean, you flew to Miami, you flew to Orlando, you went to Dubai, you went this, you went that. I mean, you're all over the world, you're meeting people, and you get in there in the trenches with the big names, right? And that's something you had to go through as a journey, and it's not easy. So for everyone watching and listening, if you have a dream, if you have a gift, you want to be an artist, whatever it is, sports. I mean, we're talking today, and we just had, you know, the first, you know, World Cup, you know, win of the Moroccan under 20.
No, I mean, no, I sing it. I sing it. That's why I said in the radio 1 year ago, 2 years ago, I say غنيت بالنية. I sing it with niya. By niya it means niya.
Intention.
Yeah. And I say, okay. They said, no, why you sing it? You're gonna I would say porter la poisse, like
jinx it.
I said, what the no, I'm sorry. I sing it with the good vibes, in a good way. Like, لعبوها نجيبوها, allez, 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 les lions vont gagner, blah, blah, blah. It's what's in English. Africa unite. Africa, one nation. Africa together, revolution. Keep like everybody, we're gonna make it. Morocco, let's make the history, the victory. Yeah, rakapam pam, rakapam pam. I sang it. I mean, and then I was on the studio in August, and I sang it. جالية المغربية يلا معانا ربحوا معانا دعوا معانا ربحوها نلعبوها. I said, wow, you know, like I saw the future and I saw it like a vision, and I sang it in August for the camp after, not now, but it's like, you know, when you send a sound in the universe, that's what I say to people. Be careful. You have to send always when you talk positive, always, never negative, because you send a sound in the universe. And when you send a sound, it's like a travel, you know, like a vibration. Oh no, I can't do this. Oh no, I don't want to do this. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a pain. I'm not good. I have a headache. No, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. My journey was going to be good. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do it. I can challenge it. I can handle it. I can do it. I may be able to do these things, you know, always. It's very important. I mean, I guess, I don't know.
NAJ, listening to you right now, this segment that you just mentioned, I think if everybody takes it as a recording and plays it and replays it over and
Yeah.
over, they will win, because that is big. What you're saying is what we refer to as manifestation, and believe it or not, so manifestation is,
Manifestation, exactly. This is the secret.
that is a secret. But
Of
what you
course.
said is actually, believe it or not, for our Moroccan, universe here, it ties even in our religion, because the more you believe that things are going to
The more
happen,
you believe,
that means
exactly.
you give Allah, God, the message that you believe in
Exactly.
Him delivering, and if you believe in Him delivering, He delivers, right? So in general, if we want something to manifest, we have to believe and go for it. And you're right, like you said this before. It's not that you saw the future, but you really had the vision that they have the ability to do it, and they're going to do it, and it's a matter of time. It's like we say, it's not when, if, it's when. So really, it's just a matter of time. You did it, they did it, and they're going to continue doing it. I mean, listen,
Dakar,
right?
they said, why you didn't release the song OULALA Ountala during after COVID? I said, no, I'm going to shoot in Dakar. I said, okay. With how how are you going to manage it? I said, okay, I'm going to shoot in Dakar. With PKs, my dancers, I'm going to make it there. Okay. Are you sure? You're going to waste your time? I said, no. This is it's a tendance. The music is fresh. It's okay. There is no limit. I mean, I'm fine, and I did it.
Actually,
I manifest. I
you
did it.
did. By the way, that for those of
Alhamdulillah,
you,
I did it. Alhamdulillah.
well, yeah, I mean, listen, we always have to be thankful, because whatever we
You have
do,
to be
I
thankful,
mean,
grateful.
it has to be
Always
blessed.
gratitude.
Alhamdulillah is always key. Alhamdulillah. For those of you who don't understand what Alhamdulillah means, just thank God, for everything,
Thank God.
for
Exactly.
so just to make it clear for
I'm
everyone
blessed.
watching.
Really.
Yeah. What
I'm
it
really
is,
blessed.
is a big piece of
Even
what we
if
do.
I fail, I'm blessed. When you fall, you say, okay, I'm blessed. I'm fine. Maybe something better is coming. The best is coming always. That's when the door closed, like a light. After that, it's coming on your way.
Well, one door closes, another one opens, right? I mean,
Never give up. It's my slogan. Never give up.
well, you have another one. Excuse my darija.
Excuse my derija. Exactly.
That's your signature.
When I sing, I say, okay, people say, Moroccan people, oh, you have an accent, and blah, blah, blah. I'm Maghribiya, I'm American. What the fuck? I mean, okay. Excuse my derija. That's
Well,
why I create this slogan.
I love it, because we here we say, excuse my French.
Really? Yeah. Excuse my French for you. Excuse my derija for me. And excuse my English.
Oh no, your English is fine. Trust me, you're doing terrific, and frankly, you are polyglot. I mean, you have multiples. You're really working with a multiple language base and culture base, and it's what's making who you are. By the way, I thank you for sharing that. That you wanted to do in Dakar, you wanted to do it different, you wanted to do it in the way you did it. Many people can say, well, maybe they're not seeing your view, your vision, your how you imagine things to happen. Now, anyone that can watch the actual video, and they will, because it is already public, it's available, and I think on social media already, and whatever you can get your music. It is an interesting, very colorful, very upbeat. I mean, the words are powerful too. The message is powerful.
I'm sorry, excuse me. No, I just want to add to it's very difficult, in the music industry, especially when you are a woman, you have to prove yourself twice as much, and there isn't just one challenge every project, and every release is one. So each step comes with new lessons and pressure to go further. So when you are a woman, you have to prove more than, what I mean. So, but it was Dakar. It was completely different. It's a big challenge. It was very huge. My fears, I start to not be frightened, but I was not afraid. A little bit. I was in the middle. I was it's okay. Everything's gonna be fine, because it's very difficult when you do the post-production yourself. It was it's too much, but I tried. Alhamdulillah, my NAJ did. But the other video, maybe I'm gonna treat it like differently. It was too much for me. But it's okay. I did it.
But remember what you said. It's you test things, you try everything, and you make it work. You face the challenge. As a matter of fact, it's funny because my next question was going to be about the life has ups and downs and your challenges, and you went in. It's like you read my mind there. But but really, you mentioned something that's powerful. So for people that are watching and listening, I mean, this whole thing about you have to work double because you're a woman. That's something that has to go. And I don't understand why that's still happening. You have the same capabilities as any man, or because that's what it is, women versus men. And in this world, I mean, of artistry and music and in general business, doesn't matter. Listen, I personally have more experience with women leading, in my business world than men. I mean, I've had more bosses or people I reported that were women, and I had no problem, with their leadership and their aptitude and whether they could do the job or not. They were just as good, if not better, than some of the men I've had as leaders. But it's funny that it is a theme that repeats itself in a lot of areas where you still find that there is a difficulty for women to have the same access and the same equal, I guess, systems or facility or
Exactly.
abilities. I mean, it's amazing. Like we're on. This is 2025, and we're still talking about these things. It should be completely, eradicated, gone, done.
Yeah, I know, but it still exists. The difference between men and women in each industry, it exists really, and it's hard, but it's okay. That's the game. We accept it. But for me, the hardest part was learning to believe in my vision, but I've learned to turn that into strength. So I kept that, of course, but I kept creating, evolving, and believing in my sound and in this video, in this song. I mean,
well, that's interesting because you emphasize on the idea that no matter what's happening, no matter what the challenges are, you're still doing it, you're facing it, and understanding what you also face. Exactly.
I can prove, okay, I'm going to do these things. You didn't believe in me. I believe in myself, and I'm going to do it. And I did it. That's why people was like, not shocked, but wow, you did it. Oh, you made it? It's not jealousy, but I don't know. It's like a competition, because I remind you that I'm the first Moroccan singer, feminine and female, that I shoot in Dakar. I'm the first. Do you know another singer who shooted in Dakar?
No,
First Ivory, yeah, but not in Dakar.
Why is that? Why people have not? I mean, is there a reason? I mean, are they difficult to operate there?
I just want to push myself and show to people that we can make better, like Pan-African Alliance, like more than ever.
Love it.
Like there is a CAN, Africa United, okay, but it's more than a blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? I really want it like.
You're a pioneer. You're making a difference. And by the way, that's if you look at even our Moroccan politics in general, they have more presence now in Africa than ever. There's more alliances, as you said. Now you're just taking it a little bit further from the music world and integrating that into the fabric of what is the Moroccan, aspiration is as a whole nation, right? And so you're just delivering that same message that, hey, we can do this in politics and business, but now we do it in music and beyond. And you just took that first step, which is an important thing. Again, you are first at a lot of things, and this is one of the other ones. Yeah. And that's always a good thing. See, here's the thing. People can copy you now, but it's okay. You were the first.
Okay. Now I don't chase validation anymore. I just express my truth. And in the end, we don't wait for approval. We impose an evidence. That's it. End of the story.
Well, this is not the first, you've done things like I don't know of a lot of Moroccans that actually have done, maybe the more I guess famous, stars, of Morocco. They've done, things in Europe or in the US. But again, you started, and you took the chance. Miami, Orlando. I mean, that's the thing. Like that shows that you have the drive, and I think that's a big message for our audiences. And by the way, this doesn't mean whatever. I don't care what part of the world you've part from. This is an important message that if you do have, again, a vision, whatever that you want to do in life, follow it and have the drive behind it and just keep going. And you said something very powerful again. I mean, we have a lot of powerful stuff that's coming out of this discussion. But another one here, another nugget is believe in yourself. Sometimes we are like caught in this, well, people, this, that, the message, the image, how people are going to perceive me, how they're going to look at me. Who cares? I mean, listen, I can tell you by experience, the first people that will probably not support you are your immediate environment. And it just, I don't know, that's been my experience. Like the people that really know you or your family members or even, your friends, you probably find less of them because you mentioned the word jealous. I wouldn't say jealousy, but they just like, maybe it's disbelief. Like, how can you possibly do it? They just don't, they have the doubt that you can even be that person. Like, oh no, you can't be a star because they know you. Just because they know you, that doesn't mean they know you well enough. We don't even know ourselves sometimes. We surprise our own selves, right? So people
and it's important to know yourself.
Well, it is, but the idea is that yourself. Well, you do, you did, you don't care. You challenge yourself to the next.
And it's important, I guess. Each person have to learn themselves.
Themselves. It's correct. Well, the bottom line is they have to know who they are, right? And really,
I know who I am. I mean, I found this way, and I know who I am. I know what I want. Sometimes, of course, I doubt. It's
normal.
Natural.
It's normal. Yes.
It's normal.
Well, you know why? Because sometimes you find those challenges, you find maybe less support or less buy-in into what you concept. You start thinking, am I doing the right thing? But as long as you know what you want and you're steadfast and steady and straightforward, nothing else. Those are just like little vibes that come in. And those are the inhibitors. As a matter of fact, if you listen to those echoes, that's when you stop. Don't. That's not something you listen to. What you listen to is the voices that say, you can do this. You're going to, as you said, the words that are sent to the universe, right?
Or because maybe some people, they don't want you to succeed, or I don't know why. Some people, they're going to tell you, no, you can't do this thing, or it's impossible. Impossible is nothing. And if someone tell you this, it means he don't want you, he don't want you to get this like succeed. A success way, or sometimes it's an inside jealous, it's a personal, maybe, I don't know. Sometimes some people are sick. It's a sickness for me. That's why if someone tell you this, you have to always hear your little voice. This little voice, if telling you, you can do this thing and you're going to do this thing, I'm sure 100% you can do this thing and you have to do this thing. Always hear your little voice. You know what I mean? This little that's it. Okay.
That little voice is big, actually. It's the most powerful voice. But there's a lot of naysayers, right? They just basically, by default, they don't see you for who you are, who you think you're going to be, and what you want to be, and what you are capable to be.
Of course.
And because they haven't. So, for example, you have this idea, I want to be an artist, but many people, they look at artists, but they're never like, well, I want to be that too. So all of a sudden, you are their friend, whatever, and like, well, I want to do this. What makes you think you can do this, right? Because that's how they see it, and sometimes it's jealousy because they haven't thought about it first, or they have not entertained it, or they don't think that they can do it, and now they project that into you, and that's actually a psychological effect.
They won't push themselves up, maybe, or people, they can push you down. I mean, they never push you up. Some people, they will never push you up, and that's why you have to fight. And you have to, to go more and pushes your way. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's no. I guess if when people talk to me, or if I need an advice, or I'm going to ask something to someone and say, okay, do you think I have to do this? Or I noticed that like 80%, 70%
Oh no, you
of
can't do it.
people, they're going to push you down.
Yeah.
They're going to tell you, no, I don't think it's like you should, that you don't do this or don't do this. You shouldn't.
You know, that's the default. I think that's our default in general. Like when someone tells you like, "Oh, you think you're gonna do that?" Like, no, I don't think it's gonna work.
No.
Because you know what? That's how they see it from their perspective.
You're not enough strong, or no, you're not young. You're not younger than, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? There is no age. You can pursue your way. You can pursue your dream. You can go and succeed. You can do it. I mean, there is a lot of big name business that they start very late.
I can name one, Harrison Ford. I mean, later.
I have a lot of names. I mean, we have a list, a long list.
Actually, it's available. If you just anyone do a search, like some of the top artists and success stories when they started, whatever their success journey, you're gonna find them at maybe 30s, 40s, even 50s. Yeah,
there is a lot of success story, but who they start to relate. So yeah, you have to. I mean, life is short.
It's short.
So try to do so. Don't afraid to get this. Something that you want to do. I mean, and if you're born this way, go in this way. If you're born that way, go in that way. But find your way. I mean, you can find yourself. Not people. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Perfect message. We don't want to listen to anyone that wants to stop you from progressing. I mean, listen.
Bad people.
No, you can take the. By the way, you can take advice
a little bit.
Yeah, take feedback, but don't let that. But don't let that change your journey or your path. Use it as maybe a gauge to just adjust things. Because maybe someone is telling you tweak.
Exactly. Say, oh, okay, I'm gonna take this. Okay, take this and switch it.
Because sometimes you get feedback that can be positive, that can maybe I'm going about it. Let me try something, refine this, change that, and it works. But to your point, the majority of people are just not going to see you because they don't think they're going to do it, and so therefore they think you can't do it. But everybody's different. Your capabilities, my capabilities are totally complete. You're different than me.
Even if it takes time, of course. You can.
It's okay.
You can be someone in one day. I mean. But it's okay, and you have to be patient. It's important to be patient. Yeah, the patience is very important.
Well, Naj, you're over 20 years in the making and doing this, and it's a long journey. I mean, that's a long time, and it's people think it's easy. As you said, it's a big industry. Yeah, there's a lot of difficult pieces to it, and putting a name for yourself is also difficult because you got to get in front of the audiences. And it's going to take one hit. When that hit makes it, I mean, all of a sudden, everybody wants NAJ. Everybody wants to. But that's really what's happened in every one of them. I mean, if you look at Lady Gaga's case, right? You know, a big, name.
And she started very, very young. She started in New York in a jazz bar. No, I guess. I think.
I think so. I mean.
Yeah, and she called Natalie, the real name. She used a real name. Not Lady Gaga.
Nobody can.
And she played in a piano bar, a jazz in New York. And Redwan saw her. Redwan, Nadir.
Moroccan. Well, here's another beautiful story himself. Yeah. I mean, we're proud of him.
And say, oh wow, I believe in when you. This is good. This is huge when you find someone in your way and who we believe in you. So it's very important too. This is a teamwork. I said that when you're a famous star, famous artist, or famous painter, or anyway, it's not yourself. It's not you didn't build it yourself. It's a work team. It's because you have a team. That's what I'm trying to explain to my team, digital team, community manager, or producer. I say, look, It's not. It's like PK's is not only my song; it's our song, and it's a work team. My filmmaker, when he came, and all my team, my makeup artist, my hair stylist, I said, look, it's cause of you. It's not me, because it's a work team. In Dakar, we were very yani solidaire.
Right, close together, like united.
And because of that, I was like more strong. It's a work team. Yeah, it's very important to get around with a team. The team is very important for I mean, in your life, you have to. You can do yourself everything. You can't. I mean, you can go fast. You can find different contract project. Okay, but you need a team. You need a team to become more level up. I mean, to go with, what I mean.
When I thank you for that, that's another great point you're making, because so we talked about how you have the vision, you have the affirmations, you're doing stuff, nothing stops you, you believe in you. That's all great, but part of success too is that there are other people that, because there's nobody that succeeds in life without people that help them succeed. And so that's a big thing. And it starts with that small team that is always there for you, because to your point, having a video, having a music, produced, it's a whole team effort. It's not one person. And if one of these things don't work, the whole project is not going to look good, right? But also you said something about finding someone to believe in you, to support your mission, your vision. And by the way, again, all the success stories, they have some people behind them, someone. It could be their family members, could be their spouses, a significant other, could be someone from the outside. I mean, you mentioned like Redouane and Lady Gaga is a great story there. And of course, we mentioned Redouane just because he is Moroccan and is a pride of all of us, there, especially in this world of your artistry and music. I mean, he is an icon, right, for production and music, I guess delivering, stars out there, and the best of them, right? So when you look at these stories, I mean, you understand that there is even his own story, like how, because I don't know if you heard his story, you probably did, when he wanted just to be an artist, and he tried for years himself. Again, a lot of time, his wife was with him and standing by him. Those are like things that, when you hear.
His wife, you said.
His wife was siding with him. Exactly.
That's why you need someone like to push you up. You can push yourself
to
up.
Believe in you.
How low? And exactly, of course. So wife, team, friends. It depends who is around you. But it's important.
Well, you surround yourself also with the right people. So that's the other thing, a choice, right? You got to make the right choices.
Yeah.
And you got to pick the entourage is important. I mean, we also.
Entourage. Of course.
Big deal, right? And a lot of people say, you are, I guess, what your entourage is made of. If they're successful, you're successful. If they're not, you're not, right? That's just in general terms. But to your point, as a person or lead or an artist in your case, right? Your team is very powerful. What they do, how they do it, how they connect with each other, how they complete each other. Those are all important things. And if it's amazing. It's like a big building. If one piece is missing, the building collapses. So everyone's going to have and play their part correctly, so everything is moving in sync and working out. So that's an important message. Again, folks, we're talking to NAJ. She's an artist, but I think, she's beyond just being an artist. She's literally at school right now teaching us some of the concepts of real success, and how it's built, from her personal perspective. But these are fundamentals, I think, that we can take to the bank. It doesn't matter any age we are, if we have something. It doesn't matter. And again, but for the younger folks, out there, worldwide and specifically in Morocco, here's one of the Moroccan fabric.
And sometimes when you're young, you're not more strong than when you're not older, but you know what I mean? In the middle. You cannot accept some stuff like easier. You're a little bit a freak, and
nothing wrong with that.
It's complicated.
It is, and that's okay, right? I mean, it's like life is always a test, right? You got to continue testing, you got to continue stuff, and you do have we're humans also. We have our limitations. We have our beliefs, and things change. Sometimes we have new views of things, so how we see the world and how we see certain things. But it doesn't need to deviate you from whatever your dream is and whatever your mission in life is. Again, no regrets. You want to go through it
never.
fully. And why not? And you don't give up. You said it perfectly earlier. Never give up. That's like a standard. I think everybody should just place that in their mind. Never give up. Never give up. A couple of times and just keep repeating every day.
No regret. Never give up.
There you go.
Impossible is nothing.
Well, actually, it's funny you said impossible.
Believe in yourself.
That's right. Well, the word impossible, right? It's a joke, but impossible. I am possible. If you read it, right? So the word itself says I'm possible. So why we say impossible? Say I am possible, and
It's
I
possible.
am. It's possible. Yeah,
it's
everything.
Possible. Yes, we can. Obama said.
Yes, we can. Indeed.
Yes, we can.
And by the way, they're talking about, this is from our culture, from our religious, beliefs, from our, society beliefs. These are concepts that are always redundant. We hear them.
It's conscious.
It's but we have to be aware of them. See, some people, they're like
attraction law. Did you hear about this? Attraction law.
Law of attractions, yes, of course. Yeah. So it is actually a real thing. I mean,
it's a real thing.
The more you vibe towards something, it vibes towards you.
It's not a secret.
Nothing anymore. That's exactly
anymore.
Today we are a global village, as they call it, right?
We have to send this message, this kind of message. I mean, attraction law.
So you know what? I mean, we said in English, but I just want you to give this message to our Moroccan folks, in French or in Arabic. Just repeat it for them.
Attraction law? La loi de l'attraction?
No, just the same message, like these 5 things, core for them. Like let's never give up. How would you tell them?
In French, n'abandonne jamais.
N'abandonne jamais, c'est ça.
N'abandonne jamais.
Yani
Crois en toi. Tout est possible. What we say, in English was more fluid.
Well, it just, we used to it, I guess.
T'abandonnes jamais. Rien n'est impossible, tu peux le faire. Bien.
So again, those are, as we say, très importants. Ils sont très importants, à ne pas oublier. يعني ما ننساهمش. هادو مهمين.
Your French is good, Hicham.
Ça fait bien longtemps, mais je peux toujours faire un effort, mais ça va être plus difficile. But really, it's fun, and we're having the discussion, and I'm first of all, when I connected with you, I was impressed because of you are trying to build a name, you are trying to build a presence, a style that is different, unique. You have your own signature, and you mixing things, and you have various cultures that you have in there. But also, I think you have this drive to educate literally people on like being a successful person, regardless. They can be in soccer, they can be in business, they can be whatever, because those things that we just talked about now are for everyone, and anyone that wants to succeed should really believe in those and do it, and that's it. Now I know you wrote your own music, so the question is, what makes you, like, where do you get your lyrics ideas? Like, I mean,
what makes you, can you repeat, please?
The lyrics, your stories, your sound, your music, like when you write it, where do you get the idea of those lyrics or the songs themselves?
It depends, Hicham. My inspirations comes from real emotions, from life, from people, energy, stories. And you talked about that. I live or witness. I'm inspired.
So your words are really a reflection.
Human connections by the beauty and the chaos of our words. Sometimes the melody comes like from a single word, a silence, or even a look. And I translate emotions into sound.
Well, I like it, but you also reflect that in your words, in how you write your music, because it's genuine. It's coming from within, from what you're experiencing, and that's beautiful. So thank you for that. And again, you like your music is very festive. Colorful. I mean, your videos are very colorful. So there's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's alive. It's, some music, could be very quiet. Yours is like, it's happening, right? And,
it's like a message, Hicham, give a vibrations, give a good message. A good
I love
vibe.
it. But it's good, you know. You can, and people can get entertained, but also like get the vibe, can feel it, right? And and you have, like you said, you know, a good motivation when you talk, for example, about the idea
Exactly.
of the team winning. You know, that's a good thing. I mean, you really believe that they're going to be able to do it, and they're going to do it, and they did it. I mean, and I think it's only the beginning. I mean, even the I think the girls, the team right, the women's team right now is winning. They just went to the next level, you know, in the U17. So the Moroccan, you know, teams are like doing well across all levels, all ages, which is a great thing. I mean, we're gonna have the CAF now, we're gonna have the World Cup. So these are like all iconic milestones for the country, for our people. And you know, some people may say, well, you know, there's all kind of stuff that's happening in Morocco. You know, I think Morocco is just what it is. We're a very diversified fabric. It's a beautiful place. There's a lot of action going on. You know, people are warm. Yes, people talk their minds as well, so that's a good thing. And it's good, but there is a success story, and you know, a lot of people look at the country like, you know, why is this little country, and well, it's not little, but you know, in this continent of Africa, like, you know, making too much noise. Well, I guess we're noisy people. We're making it work, but we have people from all over the world that are of Moroccan descent and within the country that are actually working towards the next level and making a difference. You're one of them. We have a lot of stories that are out there. I mean, these successes that we've been experiencing are great for us to actually see, and people get to notice the country. And we have more people now that they know where Morocco is. I can tell you, 30 years ago, I asked, you know, in the US, you tell them where Morocco is, like, where is Morocco? Nobody knew about it. Now you tell them, you know, Morocco, oh yeah, North Africa, you know, it's by Spain, right? You know, they know Marrakesh, Casablanca. I mean, before, the only thing they knew is Casablanca, the movie. So with you know, Redouane and all the success stories that are out there.
But I don't think, if I can't interrupt you, it's
Yeah,
not
please,
about
yeah.
the success, I guess. Not only what is the success, the significations. It's not only about the success. Maybe it's happiness.
All of it.
Maybe, I don't know. Each of us, we're looking for something, like we find these things, okay, I did it, but am I happy or not? I don't know, you know. It's not about the success. All success, of course, each success story is maybe it means like, okay, you did it, you dream it, you get it, but I don't know if you can ask that question, and each artist you ask it, or you talk in this interview, in this podcast. I don't know if really the success. I don't know how to.
It's not business. You're right. Success is a lot, and by way,
can be happiness.
It is. It's whatever you make it. That's the thing. You know, we had a discussion before about this. Someone, for example, who is unable to eat because they're sick, right? Being able to just get up and eat food, that's a success story for them. Someone who may not have kids, and you know, finally they have kids. Success is what you define it for you to be. There's no standard definition. I mean, we refer to success something that is happening, that we deliver, that gets us excited. But to your point, it could be anything. I mean, you delivering happiness, you know, you delivering a message, you know, that's empowering people.
Exactly.
That could be your success. It's whatever you want it to be.
Exactly.
You know, like, for example, someone.
Exactly.
No, thank you. And that's
Very
a great
important.
point. It's a great
It's
point
not about
because
success to get famous or to get this. No. If your message is okay, the point is, if you touch this guy or touch this lady, the message is like, okay, I'm happy. It's a success for me. You know what I mean?
But you're right. I think thank you for really highlighting that, because we often talk about success, and you know, there's a lot of shows, discussions about the term success and what it means. But really, at the end of it, it's your achievement. It's what is it that you want to achieve. That's really what it is, and that could be any levels. Someone can be, I just want to be able to go to work and have a nice small life and enjoy my family. That's their success, and that's what they want. That's a great. It's not a measure, to your point. Like, we live in an era now where the only way to succeed, if you're driving, you know, I don't know, a Lamborghini, you have an actual, you know, yacht, and you have, you know, 10 mansions, and you can fly private jets. that's a type of success that someone wants. That's not necessarily the only success. I mean, some people will say the success is for me to live happy and go to paradise. You know, that's the ultimate success. So everybody, we have different extremes of what it means. But really, for you folks, if you're watching and listening,
you can prove yourself to get these things, challenge you, be able to, you know, that's the success for me. You get this, you go there, you know, it's a success for me, an achievement. Yeah, exactly. And this is more, and you can get more happy. And you can get this happiness when you succeed to get these things or these things.
You know, this was, by the way, you know, I didn't ask the question, and I love that you actually brought this up, because for folks that are watching and listening, you know, don't measure yourselves, you know, and the success because you look at somebody and you think that they have the success story, because you don't know what's behind their story, and you don't know if they're really happy, because you can show success but be very unhappy. So that's the other thing. Is the success going to be added and matching a happiness level, or it's going to be really you're looking successful? Because that's the thing. We see social media today. We see people. We think they're like, oh, they're doing great.
Followers. Oh, okay, it's a success. He's famous. 10 million followers. You get 10 million views. You get. We're not a shipper. I mean, we're not like we're humans. We're not selling projects. We just, as far as I'm concerned, I'm an artist. It's not about how million views, how million followers. No, it's about if I can make happy someone. If you hear my music, listen my music, I will be more than happy, more than ever. I mean, you know what I mean? And this is my success.
You know, NAJ, well, you're being humble. So that's one.
You have to be humble.
You have very humble. And the world that you're in, I mean, it does come with a level of I guess presence and you know, fame and all the stuff. But you're right. The most, you know, successful people are the ones that are getting that level, and they're still humble. They're still who they are. They don't change the character. And to your point is whether they live into the mission. And frankly, I think you said it best right now, is the idea that one person that you know what your message is or your mission is, you reach one person, you can make a difference in their life. Like, let's say this talk show, right? Really, if we can touch one or two people right now, you know, with the message of how to, you know, see a vision, go after your goals, don't fear failure, blah, 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 you know, believe in yourself, never give up, and get them through this whole thing. And they can start like, oh, I needed this. And it pumps them, and maybe they're the next success story, right? Whatever that is for them. That's already an achievement. That's already a success here. And that's the thing. We just have to know, like, what is it that we want? And sometimes be careful what you wish for, because, you know, sometimes people get overwhelmed and they can't manage success. And we've seen stories of people who have made it and then they destroyed it for whatever reason. Of course. You know, and
because they're overthinking and like an overdose, and it's not good mentally. You can destroy someone. It's very it's very hard. The social media is like an attack for me, but it's not in a good way. Sometimes it's in a bad way, because you have some people are like, how you say, not sickness, faible. Some people are faible.
Weak. Weakness.
Exactly.
Yeah, weakness.
Sorry, thank you. Weakness.
Oh, no.
So that's why it's very dangerous. Social media today, it's, for me, I mean, for some people, not
everyone. I think
it's very dangerous. So you have to be more strength in your mind. You have to get this mental, and it's like you have to act like a game. Okay, I'm in the theater. I'm gonna act. Better to think in that way, because it could be very dangerous for the life of someone. Because I'm not. It depends of people. The people are different. And each people have his feeling, his own feeling, how maybe less, the mental is not good as well, you know, good enough, or more strength. It's very important.
Well, so NAJ, you're talking on about a world that actually we've had so many discussions in previous shows with, especially mental health, you know, discussions. There's a level of social media that is very negative. and it kind of hurts people. And you have a lot of, sometimes people like get bullied on this. I mean, it's a topic. Even experts now, they know that it's affecting a lot of people. Some governments are even trying to change the way they do it. I mean, if you look at Dubai, for example, now they have license for influencers, and you can't just post things and so on and so forth. You have to be careful what you say, how to say it, and stuff like that. You have to, like Australia, they have limitations of age that's coming up. So there's a lot of stuff to avoid that. But you're right, it can be very difficult in this world, especially when you're seeking, well, you're not seeking, but you are in the artist world, and you are in this particular or any type of thing. I mean, you have people who are not even, they just basically are just influencers, they do stuff and they talk, and vloggers, but they still get bombarded with, with stress stuff, and it affects them. And, sometimes, it's amazing how people are, because again, the defaults are set. If I don't like what you have, to me, okay, I don't have to worry about it, right? And move on. I don't have to follow you. But that's the thing, like, people are following you, but then they criticize you. Like, what the hell? If you don't want me, just find someone else. This is like, but you're right. You're touching on that world of social media and how it can be good and bad. But I think the main takeaway really is what you said earlier. You have a mission, a message. You have, a flavor that you bring into your artistry and your music. And so that's all that matters. You know what you want to deliver, and you're working for it. It's relevant. I mean, the right people are going to follow you, and those are the ones you want anyways, because those are the ones that will be true fans, and they're going to support you, and they really going to like be behind your vision and mission. Not everybody is going to support that, as I told you earlier. Even your family sometimes maybe. I'm not talking to your immediate family, but sometimes that's always a challenge. Like, are you always supported? Do you have the right, support mechanisms, as we say, or support system in your life? Those are all things that we have to. I'm believing. Like, my wife and I were talking the other day, and it's funny because there's a lady that's been her. She's an influencer. She does fitness and stuff, and one lady that she never met since she began, 6 years ago. That lady, every post, everything is a like and share and love you and this. Never met her, never stuff, but she's supported every single thing that she's done. And there are people that are family members or beyond that they don't even say hi, or they don't even share, or even put a heart, or like a thumbs up. And that's to show you, like, so you can't expect from people things. Everybody's there.
Never expect from someone. Never. You have to get it in your mind and record it in your mind. You never expect anything from anyone, even if it's not. I mean, mentally, like, it could destroy you. That, like, okay, I made this video in Dakar. I have a goal, of course, and cause of radio journalists. I told them, it's because of you. A song could be a hit, you know what I mean? In the radio, with a journalist, like the communication, digital communication. But never expect something more than you have already. If you have these things, it's, alhamdulillah, it's like good enough.
Expect less and hope for more.
Expect less and hope for
more. This way you can set your expectations so you don't get disappointed. But I love it. It's a concept, actually. It's a perfect concept. Like, sometimes you set your expectation low, so you actually get overexcited and not excited if nothing happens, or like disappointed. It does work.
But different emotions.
You gotta work. Yeah, exactly.
You can be crazy or insane with this.
Well, because some people set high expectations,
and
they don't get the response rate or whatever it is, and they're like, "Oh, I failed," and that sometimes can undermine how they think, and maybe even stop them from pursuing. You can't do that. So that's a great message, actually, because, and by the way, that's for everything. In business and family, your expectations, always keep them lower than the high levels, because you never know. Yeah, keep it.
Always see here, and then you can see, of course, you can see high, but always make a limit.
It's like the icing on the cake. We get more. Hey, listen, I'm happy with that, the extra. But you gotta have your le seuil, as we say in French. So your nice little level, to keep it there, right?
But always good mentally. I mean, for your mind.
That's a question to you.
Then you can because expectation equal how I can say deception, expectation equal deception. Sometimes.
My expectation, maybe. Oh yeah. Oh, it could be. It could be deceptive. Yes, but not if you do it as you said. Like you don't set it high. You set it where you can control it. You can manage it.
And then go step by step. Imik, how we say in Amazigh. Imik.
I love it.
Step by step. Always step by step.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely.
The success stories never go like fast. Always, because more it's fast, more it's short. More it's long, more it's in the la longévité, dans la continuité.
Well, it's you want it to be a marathon, not a sprint. You want it to take, because that's what it is. Life is a journey. It's not a overnight thing. Because there's actually has been a lot of overnight success.
Exactly, like one shot. Okay, we're gonna sign with the label. Like, I'm gonna sing like a hit. Okay, it's one shot. You know that you can find a one shot song, just one shot single.
One hit wonder, yes.
Exactly, but it's not good with the projects of future. It's not I don't know. It depends of expectation. Each singer is different, but as far as I'm concerned, I prefer go slow, and slowly I'm going, and the best is coming in the projection, in my future projection.
Listen, you're doing it. You've been doing it. You have the right mindset, which is a big deal, because I think that's a whole important thing. The mindset is what drives people, and your mindset is the correct way. You already have established your system, and it's working. You're trying to achieve it at your own pace. Project by project, you get in there.
Because the issue now, the new generation wants something now. Money, get in now. Go fast. No, it's not a big deal. Okay, go big or go home, but do it slowly. Each step is very important.
Well, but even go big and go home. Go big takes a lot to set it up big, right? You have to work to build it big, right? But it's like there's no. I mean, actually, in a true sense, there is no such thing as overnight success. There is no story that's out there that just. I mean, unless you go and win a lottery, which is not really success, and typically that's just money, and it's not, as to your point, as everything else that comes with success, and so that's not going to deliver. But in essence, any story where someone have been an icon in this world today or in the history, it took them maybe months, years to get whatever they are or they were. I mean, some actually, even historically, some people did not even know that they were famous until they died, and centuries later they became famous.
Charles Aznavour, the example. You know at which age he started? At 20 years old, and he started to write. So and people said, "No, you're. I don't know if you watched the movie. No, you're not enough tall. You're small." Man, you looks like not like a charismatic boy, and blah 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 blah. I say, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna succeed. That's why you sing. He started to be famous at 42 years old.
And he's an icon of France now. I mean, Charles.
And he sing. Je me voyais déjà en haut de l'affiche.
Well, he's up there with the big ones, right? But
and La Bohème. Now it's like, you know what I mean? And he traveled all the world. Mashallah, so yarhamou.
Well, that's a great example of many. I mean, there's so many other stories just like that, where people were undermined. They were told that they're not worthy, they're not capable, they have nothing that they can do. And guess what? They didn't listen. They kept going, and that's really a big message. But at the pace, as you said, slowly but surely. Like there's an expression: Rome was not built overnight. so big empires take time to build.
Rome ne s'est pas construite en un jour. This is a French expression.
There you go. So again, people that understand French, they get it. We'll have to actually translate it, also. But really, it's an important message for all our audiences to really get it and see it and value it. Now we come into the end of the show here, you know, NAJ. But so I know your new title, your new hit is live. OULALA OUNTALA, La Vie En Rose, right?
La Vie En
That's
Rose.
the name.
OULALA OUNTALA.
La Vie En Rose.
La Vie En Rose. But the title
Is OULALA
is OULALA OUNTALA.
OUNTALA.
OULALA la 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 la. Ooh, ooh, OUNTALA.
All right, so that's the signature.
Yeah, that's the signature.
Now you had a feature guest artist in there.
PK's PP is a Nigerian boy, and it was like no coincidence, but he started to follow me on Instagram, and when I saw the like, I said, it's weird, like I'm composing and writing a song, Afro beats, Latino mix, fusion, blah blah blah. I said I need, and I was thinking to get a featuring African featuring a singer, because it's like it missed something, a touch. I don't know which kind of touch. And I say, it's weird. Like the guy likes my page and he went to the profile, and I'm composing this song at this time. I say, wow. And I contact him by a text message. I called him and we talked about the test. Like, can I send you a song? I'm composing on this with my team in Casablanca, in Morocco. He said, okay, why not? I said, please, can you put something and test? I said, okay, I'm going to sing on it. When he sent me the demo, I was like, with my team, and we heard, one of the guy now, he working with the red one. We say, Steph, me, and Givenchy. I said, wow, no way. Like, he gave this touch that it was missing. I say, wow, okay, that's him, definitely. And we choose him, even if he is not famous. But I say, okay, I don't care about it. Doesn't matter. Okay, 4,000 followers. It's okay. I love this guy. He's a genius. I was falling in love with his touch, with his rape, this kind of to sing. I don't know, something.
His style, his energy, yeah.
The energy, exactly. Yeah, on his voice, and I liked it with my team. Then we decided to keep him, and he said, okay, let's do it.
Well, it's a hit. I mean, it's a people.
All the people they talk. Yeah, they start to play in the radio here in France, because I'm starting to promote it in France, and then inshallah I will be back to Morocco and then promote it in Morocco on TV show, and I hope that's gonna be a huge hit, and to perform it for the Cannes, inshallah. I'm focused on it.
Well, it is a big one, and I think it's a perfect, it's a good ticket for it, because I mean,
really like it. Yeah, I'm very proud of this song.
Well, it's a perfect tempo. It's an African. Yeah. It's an African.
La, 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 la. Oh, my French friend yesterday called me and said, "Ooh la 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 la," because it's easier, than because it's not Moroccan. It's a French guy.
Ooh la la, ooh la la,
la 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 la. Ooh ooh, untala, untala. I say, okay, don't you?
Well, for again, we will have the link to the video for you guys, so you can watch it and listen. It's already on our network, so you can click on it. The YouTube link is there. You can listen to it. Obviously, it's available in whatever the music plays. I play, iTunes and all that stuff. Apple, rather. That's what I wanted to say. Spotify, and so it's happening, and it's got a good vibe. But I do want to say that it's got a good potential, as you said, for the carve, because it's African, 100%. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. It's got the Moroccan and African flavor in the beats.
Latino, if you can hear, it's Latino. It's Darija roots, traditional beats, Moroccan. It's Afro beats. Like there is like a cocktail, a real fusion. That's what I like.
Well, that's your signature.
It's my signature.
Exactly. You're making it, a little bit of flavor.
It's all about energy, freedom, truth. It's space to dream, to dance, and reflect at the same time. I mean, yeah. And I hope listeners leave with a sense of joy, strength, and inspiration, but also a little curiosity to explore themselves and the world that we talked about earlier.
Well, it is, and you know what? But you had other hits before, and you've had other, like features, with other singers as well. So it's not your first.
A big rapper in France. هو محمد رضا, DJ Van, Aminut, Moroccan artist. Yeah, I did a collaboration with a DJ Zafir, Ifrach, with Kobe Cohen. I like to get more collaboration with but there is a more future project with a DJ like Electro, because I like Electro as well.
Listen, that's pretty cool stuff.
I love that for festival, like Coachella and the.
Yeah. Well, you also did the ad, like, for the paint, the company that you did a commercial for them. That's on TikTok. That's yeah.
Yeah, it's at the same, but with the same song, OULALA. Exactly.
And it's actually it's taken big actually as a
6 million on TikTok. It's good. It's good enough.
Listen, you're out there.
I never expect this. This.
You said earlier, expectation is here, and the rest is up to you. You do the work, and you let it be. But you're doing it.
The fixes. Let
it happen. And it's happening. Well, actually, I would say this: you're not just letting it happen; you're doing the work behind it. So you're supporting it. I mean, you're on the show. You're doing on the radio. You're building it. You're working. So it's not like I'm just throwing the stuff. Let's see what happens. No, you have a mission.
I guess at the core, it's about connection to music, to culture, and to each other. That's what I want to share with everyone who listens. You know what I mean? This song. And I want people to feel alive, to connect with their own emotions.
Well, I mean, I was going to ask you.
It's about energy, freedom. I told you, truth.
Well, it's all good, because I was going to ask you, well, it is. We're coming to the end of the show. And so a couple of things I wanted to ask, before we wrap up. One is, what would you say, what would be a good message, and I think you're already there, for our youth in Morocco and anyone who has an aspiration to become an artist or just to grow in general in their path of whatever that success for them? What would you say to them?
Just do it.
Ooh. Wow. I mean, just as a copyright, Nike has that, just do it.
The message is like, just do it.
So we got to give them the credit for that one. So we don't have any problem for the discussion here, but really it is a concept, and, doing it is the only way. I mean, the only way to do it is to do it.
Don't believe in yourself. Just do it.
That's it. I mean, really.
Yeah. It's easier. Life is easier. Human is complicated. I mean, not complication. No complication.
Don't let anyone else tell you otherwise.
Tell you what you have to do. If you have to do these things, do it. Just do it.
So thank you for that. Now you are working in additional projects.
I'm loving it. But it's like McDonald's. I was loving it. Just do it. It's like Nike. I mean, brand Nike used this word, no?
I know. Well, here's no. I'm liking it. I think was
loving it is McDonald's, but
McDonald's, just do it is Nike. Yeah,
it's Nike, no? I guess.
Yeah. Nike is just do it. But I mean, you have to give them credit, because they're really. It's a simple, literally 3 words, but powerful, that can go forever, to stand, time, because anyone can take that to the bank. And, frankly, I mean, you quoted it, and it's the perfect, element. So let's say it in French and Moroccan. Il faut faire, hein?
Il faut faire.
That's
il faut faire, il faut le faire.
That's it.
خاص دير ديك الحاجة.
خاص
ديرها. Like, وليد القراقي for the it's always I do it with the niya. يعني كنخدم بالنية. Just play with the niya.
ديروا النية, which basically means intention.
وغني ديري النية. هذا نية. فهمتي? So alhamdulillah, when I ملي كنغني بالنية. If I do this thing, I'm gonna do it بالنية. Always. Like
you believe it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there is, a hadith that says, إنما الأعمال بالنيات, right? So niyyah is everything, and everything for us,
everything.
right? So we're supposed to have a good intention in anything that we do, and if you want a positive outcome. So
exactly.
Well, listen, Naj, it's been real. I mean, we spend a lot more than an hour, but it's worth every minute of it. I've enjoyed this chat and the discussion. It is an honor to have you.
Thank you for inviting me, Hisham.
Oh no, it's a pleasure of mine. I mean, having you here with us.
It's mine too.
And frankly, I think you've delivered more, on this talk show, to the audiences about like really what it takes to be an artist, but also what it takes to be just a person who has a vision and a mission and how to get there. And that's a big takeaway for our people, that are watching.
And so I want to keep pushing boundaries, connecting with new audiences and around the world, and sharing my new universe with as many people as possible.
Well, I can say this. Your journey is only in the beginning. You have a long way to go. Your success story is just going to keep, getting better and better. And because you are about bringing happiness, you are about, you're genuine, you're real about your what you want to achieve with it. And your message and your music makes it, very vibrant and good. I think it suits multiple generations in a way. So it's not, so if anyone is into music, you can vibe with it. And, you have these things. It's iconic. And I personally wish you all the success and more of it, and I know it's going to happen. So I have no doubt. Sure. You got to believe, right? Remember, manifestation. It's happening.
Always.
It's happening already. It's not just going to happen. It is happening.
I did it. Now it's the next step. I mean,
next
new dreams. I can't wait to see where the journey takes me next.
Well, it will take you to just new heights and
because
better.
Every song, every video is a step toward expressing my truth and my vision. So.
Well, it is, and I think this will allow. It's got a very high vibe. I mean, it's really top.
Sure, inshallah. In Africa, in Europe, in United States, for not only community. I don't like this word, but very like inshallah. I'm
worldwide.
My goal is to come to Washington, New York, and perform in Miami or with not only Moroccan people, as distincted. I guess he
just did something up here.
He performed there.
Well, listen, New York is always open, and there's plenty of opportunity in the States. And again, you've already done Miami and Orlando, so it's big. You got Dubai. You live there. You know how that works. That's another big scene. Miami is awesome. Miami is festive. I mean, I think. By the way, you did say your music has a little bit of Latin, flavor to it. Actually, even the dances and all.
Your audience can watch the link. You can send the link.
It will be available.
The truth that we talked about the video clip in Orlando and most.
Well, I won't be able to play the music on this because of copyrights, but certainly they'll have the link. I'll have visuals, so just to accompany the discussion, so they can see it. But then they can,
of course, and then people can watch and see
watch, download, buy, follow, support,
exactly.
NAJ.
NAJ official music.
That's
NAJ
it. And
official NAJ. If you don't try to, sometimes in Spotify, people call me and say, I'm trying to search, but NAJ, there is a lot of NAJ. I say, okay, put just OULALA or NAJ Fit PKs. And then you can go on my profile.
NAJ music. So we'll have all that, so people will actually have direct link to you.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, that's the way to do it. And of course.
And welcome to my little world. Marhaba bikum. Bienvenue dans mon petit monde. It's real language.
I love it. 3 languages. I mean, we can't go wrong with that, right? I mean, it's worldwide. It's national and international. So we have all of it, in one place. Well, listen, NAJ. I mean, you are true Najma. A true star. And it's funny, before we started, I mean, the sun was hitting you and we said a star hit on a star.
You record the image.
I think in the beginning we had a lot of sun that's on your face. So we have a star that is shining onto another one. And so it's funny that we had that.
Yeah, it was funny. It was not on purpose.
Hey, listen, again, no coincidence, right?
No
Things are happening.
coincidence.
We've
Right.
actually worked
Thanks,
on this
Lisa.
for months already. Like we planned this, and we had it delay because we needed to wait until the hit. And I call it the hit. So the actual title is live and kick in, but it is a hit, and it will be out there. So again, also I would invite anyone out there in the production world and podcasts and radios, do listen to it. And if you think and I think it has great merits. Yeah, listen, NAJ is available, and the music is going to make a difference and new
And be
trends.
humble. Stay humble. It's a message for people. Stay humble and get it.
Being humble is a blessing, as you said earlier.
Of
Be
course.
blessed. So it is a blessing.
It's
All right,
important.
folks. NAJ, thank you so much for being with us. It was fun.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Hisham.
My pleasure. And so
Bye-bye.
that's it. Bye-bye.
It was a
And
pleasure.
It is. And so folks, this is it. We're coming to the end. So thank you so much for being with us, for listening in. Do tune into NAJ's music and check out all her clips and videos before and the new hit, as well as, support her for, maybe she will be the anthem for the next cuff, and we'll have fun with that as well, because that's worldwide. There's going to be some fun stuff out there. So yes, that's about it. I'm Hurricane H. We'll be talking soon with Danish show topic. Bye for now.